I can read the content, see who's there. Should have done that before. We're not the most professional outfit, I must admit, when it comes to doing this. But you know that. We're rough and ready on this channel. Raw and unfiltered. That's the term I'm looking for. Switch the volume off.
I get 20% off everything.
So evening all, who is here? Who is here? Don't leave me hanging.
I get 20% off everything.
So evening all, who? Yeah, right, I can switch it off now then. Right, come on, speak now or forever hold your peace. I've lost one already. What did I say so bad? Chat with me, Ellen, please, sweetie. You can't. Okay, she can't. She got the wrong thing. 2 thumbs up. I'm doing something right. And I haven't started juggling yet. Gonna do some card tricks tonight. We're on 5. There you go. Don't expect to be dazzled. It all depends how many Brits we have in the chat. In fact, Ellen, why don't you help us with this? I should have pre-warned her what I've got in mind. Hey, John is here. John, that was very quick, mate. You're back already. Do apologise for not making it over today. I hope to, but it has been a bastard of a day. I will explain why next time I see you, but I have had insurance issues trying to resolve in the UK. I can't access my bloody account. But there you go. It's a long story. How was the Patang? See, there you go. I show you mine, you show me yours. John has shown us ours, his rather. Who else is there? For some reason, I've got a cat and a dog acting like lunatics underneath me. They were good as gold until I started filming. Now they're running around like psychopaths. It's only John talking. It's okay, mate. I enjoyed my croissant either way. See, I was laughing before we did the ha ha ha. What did you go for? Did you have the kebab? I really enjoyed that cheese and ham. I've got to try something else next time I go. I quite like to look at a crunchy chicken one, to be honest with you. But it's going to be hard not to have the cheese and ham croissant again, because that was good. Right. Can you hear that? Oh, it's not. I thought it was our cat for a minute. There we got some people. Andrew J is in the house. Hello, Andrew. How the devil are you, mate? Welcome back. Always glad when you can make it. JJ975. Hello from Grantham. 32 degrees today. Hello, JJ, mate. How are you doing? Welcome to the chat. Grantham. I know Grantham. I went a lot in my Air Force days. It was when I was doing my trips, Grantham train station. You used to get that when you went to Swinderby. You used to get. What are you doing? You used to have to change there when you went to. Where was Newton? Bingham. Yeah, I know Grantham. Nice little place. John Mesters, shish kebab this time. Yeah, shish kebab looks good. I just struggle to see how they can cook authentic kebabs and things and that there without the you know, the skewers and the things. But have you ever had the crunchy chicken? How are things in Oz, Andrew? What's the word over there? 32 degrees in Grantham. That's quite hot, isn't it? I might have been dreaming. Sometimes I fall asleep with a laptop on. But isn't there talk of it being 40 degrees at some stage in the UK in the next few days? Which is obviously unheard of. Stop pulling at my shorts. This dog, I tell you, it's a liability. JJ, correct. I don't know if you're saying correct about Grantham being the main tube train station or the weather. Let's say let's say I'm right on both. Yeah, Grantham. I'm trying to picture it now. There should be a lot of Air Force bases in Lincolnshire, but I'm sure you know that. John Mesters, I've had them all multiple times. Is the chicken one any? We're talking about the staff, or we're talking about the croissants? Is the chicken one good? Andrew G, doing good. Just did my good deed for the year. Oh, please expand, mate. What was your good deed for the year? I'm sure you do a lot of good deeds, mate. JJ, the weather, 40 degrees. Well, hey, Jack Star is in the house. Welcome, Jack. Tell us what's going on with the oil business. I'm glad I got some English people. Obviously, listen, we're going to make John honorary Dutchman, an honorary Englishman, even though he's Dutch, because I have some cards, some 70s. We were talking about sitcoms and comedies last week or the week before, and I dug out that box of 70s trivia. I was going to ask the questions. I might try and rope Ellen out to ask a couple of questions. Hey, Jack, thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that, brother. Totally unnecessary, but always appreciated. I'm going to pop it in the Jack Star jar, but the Jack Star jar is overflowing, mate. You never show your face. Get over here. John wants to meet you. I want to meet you. We all want to meet you. John Mesters, all good, mate. I'm sure you will discover soon. Again, we're talking about the croissants. Yeah, I'm a family man. How is the oil business going, Jack? Are you going to take it further? Is it still in the discovery stages? Are you exploring your options, or do you have a plan? I'm just going to see how Ellen feels about this. Sweetie, don't say it like that. People will know what we really like together. Now, I'm going to read a couple of. I was going to read a couple of those 70s cards. Ask the chap some questions. But if you're out of shot, you could read them, and I could try and answer them as well. You don't have to be on camera, my love. There you go. Ellen is going to participate off camera. Unless we suddenly get an influx of Americans and Germans and things like that, then we can't really do it because it is very much English questions. But we'll do it in a few minutes. You don't have to go now. Andrew G saved a young lady from an overdose, rushed to the hospital, was just leaving the pub and found her. Well, you're a hero, mate. You are a hero. Overdose of what? Alcohol or narcotics? Well done, mate.
Quiet.
Excuse me, young man. I'm trying to live stream. There you go. Well, wait, don't push me. Yeah, Andrew saved a life. She's looking at me smiling. She doesn't know if I'm being serious or not. You saved someone today from an overdose, took them to the hospital. Andrew G from Australia. Very generous Andrew, who donated and got those ice creams for him. Andrew, I can't wash your mouth out. Good Lord. Can't believe that. Well done, mate. Let's all drink to Andrew. Narcotics, mate. Wow. She's a lucky girl. What age? Rick MB, good morning from sunny London. I believe it's hot here in the Philippines. Today is 36 degrees. It probably is, mate. It probably is. Whereabouts in London, Rick? Yeah, because it's been quite mild today, hasn't it? Most of the day. I don't know what the temperature was today. It's usually around the 33, 34 mark, I think. Have I got that right, John? So it is going to, if it reaches 40, I do wonder when it reaches 40, how many people who still don't believe in global warming will suddenly believe it's a thing. Oh, Jack, right. Just looking at the expansion cost to see how profitable it will be, but I'm 90% sure that I will purchase it. Well, if you do purchase it, Jack, we're going to get you a Stetson. You must wear a cowboy hat if you're going to go over there and work in the oil business. Is it easy to get a Stetson in Dumaguete, do you reckon?
I don't know what that is.
Cowboy hat for Jack. Jack's going to the oil business. He's going to become a Texas oil magnate. Jack Star, I hope your surname begins with R. That would be fantastic. JR with a hat. You got the Jack bit. Please tell me your surname's Roberts or Robinson or something like that so we can call you JR. God, what are you doing? Will you stop these bloody creatures falling all over me? Rick MB, I'm near Camden Town. There is a heat wave here all week. Thinking it's time to invest in AC. Camden Town? Bloody hell, I bet that's expensive living there these days. Love Camden Town. Andrew G, thank you very much, Andrew. You did not. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. Very kind of you. I wasn't fishing for a thing when I mentioned that the word end, but thank you very much, mate. You were my hero already after saving that girl. But thank you, mate. Joe, what is going on tonight? We've got dogs, we've got cats fighting, we've got all sorts of things. Stop it. Joe Bucks, evening, Simon and friends. Hey, Joe, how you doing? Case. No. Actually, I'm just not shouting at the microphone. Jack Star, well done, Mr. Andrew. You're a star. Jack Star, hit the shake and love the guy. Hit the shake, hit the share and love the guys. Right, well, Joe, or Sean rather. I do apologise, but in a minute, how close are you for these? Well, we'll give a couple more minutes. We're going to do a Q&A on English sitcoms, 70s TV trivia shortly. I know you're not English, Sean, but you never know. There might have been some reruns. Well, Jack's shared a love and put the light. What? She's going to have her dinner first. There'll be a delay. It's worth waiting for. John Mesters, thumbs up. Thank you very much. I'm getting very confused because there is a delay between the laptop. Things are flashing up on the laptop and they're flashing up on the phone. I'm getting confused. But it doesn't take a lot to confuse me. So anyway, as we're leading up to the... yeah, say, Jack, it's very nice of you to say hit the share, hit the love, guys. But I think nearly everyone has. That's the trouble, you see. Yeah. Try it again later, Jack, when we've got a few more new faces in there, mate. John already did. Listen to you. You got your squeaky? That squeaking noise. I don't know if you can hear that, but Ellen got my squeaky bone. He loves it. Yeah, what are you people been up to? What has everyone been up to? What is the word on the street? There's no point you asking me what I've been up to because you guys know, because I'm doing the daily vlogs, which nobody's watching, but I know you chaps are from the comments. But yeah, I don't really have any secrets from you people anymore, do I? Who won the petanque today, John? And are you playing pickleball on Friday? Well, I'll message you about that. Don't answer that now. I'll message you. Who watched the England game last night? I'm firing away with questions, but no one's answering. I hope my chat hasn't gone dead. Ellen's phone is up shit creek. So oh, here we go. Jack Star. So how is everyone? All good, I hope. It's end of time. Love the videos in their new format. Hope they did well for you. No one's watching them, mate. My views have gone off a cliff. But I don't do it for the views, you know what I mean? It's but yeah, they're not as popular as one would like. They're not doing as well as the walk and talks, but I'll persist for a while. I think my plan is, I hate to make false promises because everyone knows I'm a lazy man. I think I'm going to try and do one interview a week, one walk and talk a week, one day in the life, and a couple of live streams on a Wednesday and a Saturday. That is the plan. Whether it will come to pass, I do not know, but that's the plan. But I'm enjoying getting to practice. I think I may be fooling myself, but my editing is getting better by doing the day in the live, so that works. And so a lot of the regulars, you guys seem to be enjoying them, which is good. But yeah, a lot of, I don't know if I'm getting the thumbnails wrong or there's just too many people doing days in the lives. But yeah, the views have dropped right off. But I've been dropping off for ages. I mean, I was averaging about 4,000, 5,000 a video in Secure. Then it dropped to like 2,000, 3,000 when I came in. Now I'm getting like 500. The channel is slowly dying, just like me. Sean, Joe Bucks 5. I sent you a Facebook message about running to 9 YouTubers in my 3 weeks in the Philippines. Yes, I saw that, and I didn't know what to say to it. I'm glad we're talking now, because I was going to message you back or call you, because you said that could make a good story. What do you mean I interview you about it? Do you mean like, do a Skype thing or something? Or were you talking about just talk about it? Because, yeah, what did you... I'm sure it would make a great story. I just wasn't sure, I think I've been that busy this week. I think I saw it and I thought, I'm going to need to think what he might mean by that. And then I would reply. But I didn't quite... Wrong with that dog. But yeah, expand on that. That's a hell of a lot to run into. Are you sure you weren't stalking them? Mind you didn't run into me, did you? You can't include me as running into one of those, because you said you'd come to the bar to see me, so you knew I was drinking there. So it's John Mesters, Patank wasn't finished yet when we left. Okay, who well, we'll talk about it another time. It's end of time. Live streams are your 40, but you're getting better at the day in the live. Stick at it, mate. Well, thank you very much. Well, no one watches the live streams either, so I don't know if they are my forte, but at least about 20 people do who come regularly, which makes it all fun. Jerry Stanley's in the house. Good evening, mate. Caught you, but can't find my reading glasses. I'm talking of reading glasses. What do you think of my new bins? I no longer need reading glasses. Lester Bangs. England was a bore fest. Wait a minute. I've missed one out. I've missed Jack out there. How the hell did I do that? Jack, the game was flat. The fans were terrible. Dull as was the weather over there. Lester Bangs, England were a bore fest. I have £50 on them to win it too. 5-2 and £20 fun bet on Japan to win it. I wouldn't bet on 15-2, mate. They're not good enough odds for that. But anyway, I think I was talking to John, who's in the chat about that, and he put €50 on England. I don't know why. I didn't even watch it, fellas. Embarrassingly, I missed the last game. I got the days mixed up. I was at Sideways, and I'm like, who's coming to watch it at 4 o'clock in the morning? And they're like, it was yesterday. And I would have missed this one if John hadn't messaged me and told me it was on. And I thought, right, I'm going to go and watch it in the Octagon. But I'm not as popular as I thought I was. Because when I mentioned Neil and a couple of other people said, you're going to go watch a game, they were going to watch it at another English guy's house. Andy, I hadn't been invited. So I messaged a couple of other English guys I know, they weren't going. And an American friend of ours, Lawrence, had gone over there to watch the American game the other week, and no one turned up. It was just him in the bar. So I thought, I'm not getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and going out when I might be the only person there. So I didn't go. But I'm glad I didn't go now, because it was shit. Joe Bucks, no worries. Joe $5, thought it'd be a good story for the channel. Yeah, no, but that's what I'm getting. But are you going to tell the story? That's what I mean. Because I can't tell the story without a lot more information. But if you want to tell me the story, and I put it up like through like on Zoom or something, then yeah, fantastic. Or I could tell the story myself, but you'd have to give me a bit more information, because I don't know anything about it. I don't know who these people were or where or whatever. But yeah, no, it'd be a good story. Andrew G just had cops at the door asking if I knew the girl because she was wanted for a warrant. No good deed, eh? Just had the cops at the door asking if I knew the girl because she was wanted for a warrant. No good deed, hey? Wow. Do you know what the warrant was for? Imagine if she was an FBI's most wanted. You could have saved a serial killer. Good Lord. Joe 5, not all random. Who were they? Tell us more. Who did you meet? Who was the biggest one you met? I mean, in terms of like, profile. I won't ask you who the best one was, because we know. Oh, she's here. Right. Are we ready for a quick quiz? Does anyone want to play the 70s trivia sitcoms? If you don't, then fine, just tell me. Speak now if ever, hold your peace. But if you do, if I don't get any, no, don't do that, then we won't do it. Or we will do it, rather.
Don't do it.
Andrew G, theft, apparently. Well, there we go. She was obviously troubled, mate, a troubled soul. Well, hopefully she will turn her life around. Andrew G, yeah, trivia is good. There we go. Right. Here is the box. And I'm just going to say one thing before we start this. We've got 14 people in the house and I've only got 10 likes. As Jack said earlier, hit the like and share the love. Lester Bangs, shoot. Right, now. What was I going to say? Yeah. I think I told the story before, but I'm going to tell it again just in case the chap who donated these is in the chat. Yeah, someone was very kind. They bought these to Sideways for me. They left them off with you and said, give these to Simon. And apparently he'd come in 3 or 4 times looking for me. All I know is he's a really big guy and he's English. Or at least that's what I was told by Ewan. Ewan's about 6'1", 6'2", and he said he was a lot bigger than him. And on the last time he came in, he said, I've got to go, and left these for me. And Ellen quizzed me. They were brilliant. John Mister's ever the quizmaster, aren't you? Always, mate. I tell you what, I'd love to do a round with these on one of the quizzes. But as I say, I don't think it would work for our American cousins. Although apparently, according to Joe, a lot of the old American British sitcoms and that, they show on PBS and some of the older channels there. Right. Do your work, my love. I will hand you a microphone just in case they can't hear you. All right. Let's do it, chaps. Trouble is, what if I know the answer? I won't say it straight away if I do. I got about 50% last time. There were the ones that I knew had watched, I got all the answers for because they were quite simple. But there were a few TV shows I'd never heard of. So surprisingly.
Do you have a magnet?
Magnet? No, we've lost the magnet. We don't have a magnet.
Everything now?
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Can you hold on a second? Can you all hear all right? Do a sound test.
Sound test.
They testing 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, she's drunk again. She's been on a Tanduay all weekend.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Try it one more time. I'll put my microphone on. I'll put my speaker on. Let's do a sound test.
Sound test.
Yeah, no, she's right. We're good. Right, go on in, my lovely.
Okay, so first question is, what is the name of the department store and are you being served?
Do I say it or not? I don't know because it doesn't give them a chance. I know.
I think you have to wait for them.
Okay, well, I'll whisper in your ear. I just told her.
I think they can hear it. No one answered it.
Well, the trouble is, there's a 60-second delay. That's why I don't know if this will work. I should be writing it down. Well, I'll say it anyway because I know it. If I don't know it, then anyway. It's Grace Brothers. Am I right? Grace Brothers.
Yeah, it is.
Grace Brothers department store. Right, what is the next question?
Next question. What was the name of the fictional senior British officer in Colditz?
Oh, God. I don't know that one, chaps. What was the name of the fictional senior British officer in Colditz? Oh, I thought that was an answer. Joe $5, Jogo Wonder, Goldfinger, Mike Philippines Retirement, Paul Asian Adventure, MS Gloria. You met Paul? Oh yeah, because he was over here for 2 weeks, wasn't he? Yeah. You're lucky to meet Paul. He's in Thailand now. Gloria Bid Brown's Lovely Wife, Rob Filmed, Calvin Sunshine. Good God, you met them all. All a lot bigger than me, little old me. Yeah. You didn't need to correct that name, mate. I don't say his name.
They didn't answer for the second question as well. I don't think they
No, because there's a 60-second delay. There's a 60-second delay. So people will have answered, but it takes a while. I don't think I can get the 60-second delay off.
So there's no point of doing this.
Well, there is because it's such great fun. Now people will get there in a minute. Right, go and ask another one. No, we've got to wait for that one. We've got to wait for that. I've got no idea who that is. Andrew G, don't know.
Should we move on to the next question?
Well, what was the answer?
The answer was Lieutenant Colonel John Preston.
Oh, AJ James said Colonel Richmond. No, read that again. Who was it?
Lieutenant Colonel John Preston.
Lieutenant Colonel John Preston. Preston Richmond, close, mate, close. Jack Star, May James. Was that the real actor's name? I think that, I don't know, May James was right. Go on, go. We'll keep going until someone says this is not working.
Next, in what year did Citizen Smith first air in the UK?
Oh, we were talking about Citizen Smith the other day. What year did Citizen Smith first air in the UK? I'm going to guess. My heart is saying 1973, but my head is saying 1976. I'm going to go 1976. Don't answer yet. No, hold on. Andrew G is saying 79.
Close.
Lester Banks is saying 74. Well, we're up to speed now. We're getting to. We'll see one more guess, and then we'll crack on with that one. Was May James the actor, Jack? Is that what you're saying? Well, if you didn't say I was close with 76, you said Andrew was close with 79, so it's got to be 77 or 78 or something, isn't it? John Message is saying 73. Right, give us the score, Ellen. What was it?
It's 1977.
1977?
Yeah.
What did I say? 76?
Yeah.
I was close to 7. Why you say he's close with 79? I was
I just didn't say it.
There we go. It's on time, 77, 78. AA James, 77. Well done, AA. Well done. We can't have two goes. It's on the time. Yeah, there you go. Right. One more, please, sweetie.
What was Tommy Cooper's famous catchphrase?
Well,
Are you familiar with that?
yes, of course I am.
And do you know the answer?
Just like that. I'll do my impression later. Ant is in the house. Well done, Ant. Welcome, mate. Jack Star said 77. Yeah. Bloody hell, everyone's getting it now. They're all coming up with 77.
Yeah.
No Googling. There was like a load of guesses and now everyone's got 77. Anyway, I think everyone knows Tommy Cooper's just like that.
Next. The film adaptation on the buses beat which James Bond movie in the box office?
Oh, God. Did you hear that? The film of On the Buses beat which James Bond movie at the box office? Oh, God, that could be any of them, isn't it? 70s ones. Octopussy. Yeah, it's a time everyone knows that, yeah. The prize is, Joe, what do we win? You win more knowledge about English TV. And knowledge is special. I won't ask you now to name anyone, Joe, but Sean, but out of I was just about to ask you about we're talking about different Goldfingers. To Sir with Love wasn't a James Bond film. Okay, Billy, any travel plans, buddy? I can't really answer them at the moment, mate. We're in the middle of a quiz.
Of course you can while waiting for the answer.
No plans, mate. Joe Bucks is saying Live and Let Die. No, that's too late. That's too late, isn't it? John Message is saying Diamonds Are Forever.
Correct.
Who got that?
Diamonds Are Forever.
John, well done. Diamonds Are Forever. No, it's not bad timing, Billy. Just jump in, play the game. Play the game, brother. Play the game. John Mesters, 1971. The year I was born, John. AJ, Diamonds Are Forever. Okay, Billy, To Sir with Love. Great film. It was a great film, but it wasn't a Bond film. Lulu. Jack Star, the spy who loved me. We've done that one now then. Andrew G, I know, just putting it out there. Oh, yeah, that was a good film. That was a good film. Sidney Poitier. Right, run it.
The knight, played by Terry Gilliam, repeatedly hit people over the head with what animal?
Rabbit?
Nope.
Oh no, it was the rabbit that killed. It's that killer rabbit, isn't it? No, it's not a rabbit. It's the Holy Grail, isn't it? I can't think.
It has 2 legs.
It has 2 legs. Oh, yeah, I remember it now. Yeah. What did the knight in Sean says, will Ellen sing the theme songs? Yes, she will. She will. John Messer says a beaver. Andrew G says he's laughing. I don't know if he's laughing at you singing or laughing at John Messer's beaver. Ant says a duck. It's not a duck.
Close.
It's very close, but that doesn't say duck on there, does it?
No.
No. Well, we've got 18 people watching. AJ James says a horse. He must have been a big night to hit him a horse. Come on, Jack. Andrew G, the beaver. Right, we're moving on. What was the answer, my love?
It's a chicken.
It's a chicken.
Okay, next one. What is the peacetime profession of Lance Corporal Jack Jones in Dad's Army? Do you want me to give the choices?
What?
There are 3 choices here.
I know it.
No need.
I know it. What was Corporal Jones, Jack Jones? I thought Joe Bucks had just put goose. I thought you said goes. I see in the chat. I thought you meant you were going because you were bored. You're saying goose. Well done, mate. What was Jack Jones' profession in Dad's Army? I know that one. I don't think you need the 3 choices. You all know what Corporal Jones did. 19 people, only 13 likes. If you don't like the fact we're doing a quiz, I do apologise. If you do like it, smash the like button.
Oh, we don't have to go through all this.
And duck is like a chicken. We don't. What do you mean we don't have to go through all this? We don't have to do the whole thing. No. Why are you sorting through questions? How can you know what the good questions are? She's sorting out the questions. She doesn't know what we know. You've never heard of these TV shows. John Messer's butcher. Yeah, he was a butcher. Of course he was. Butcher. Corporal Jones and his sausages. Lester Bangs. Butcher. Jack Star says a mouse. There's a delay on yours tonight, Jack. I wasn't sure if you were talking about the profession or the... Yeah, AJ James, butcher. Yeah, everyone knows he was a butcher. More Dad's Army questions. I know all those. Come on, pick another one out, sweetie. You ready to go?
How has the multi-millionaire Richard De Vere?
Richard De Vere.
Okay. Into the Manor Born made his fortune.
Remember Into the Manor Born? How did Richard De Vere make his money? I believe he was...
Huh? No. The Manor Born, Richard De Vere. How do you say it? No, De Vere?
De Vere.
De Vere.
You never know, Sean. We might have a question on keeping up appearances. It's on time. The cold steel. They don't like it up them. No, they do not like it up them. I thought he was.
No. No.
I don't know what he did. I just had 3 guesses. I'm not there. Andrew G says he was a bookmaker. Ant says he was part of the Mexican cartel. He might have been. He did have that look about him.
Do you want me to give the answer?
Yeah, what was the answer?
Running a supermarket business.
Lester Banks says Bitcoin. Yeah, I didn't know that. He was a supermarket man.
Yeah. I don't know how to say this word, so
Give me a symbol if this is getting boring, because if it is getting boring, I'll stop.
it is boring.
I'm enjoying it,
I'll
but I
tell
don't
you
know. John Messer says supermarket. AJ James says supermarket chain. How do you know that, John? Did you get these in Holland? Then go Philippines. Hello, mate. How you doing? How many girlfriends did Del Boy have? One, didn't he? AJ James, Cavendish Chains. Wow, you know you're into the man of Bourne. I never really liked that. It was Penelope Keith, wasn't it? Sean says, or waiting to die. That's about it for my old English comedy experience. John Mesters, we had it in the Netherlands. You get a lot of good things in the Netherlands, mate. You've got good taste. What's the next one?
In the Sweeney fictional character,
Sweeney. I like
George
Sweeney.
Carter's wife is mistakenly murdered by who?
I'm sure you asked this question me before and I knew it.
You didn't know this one?
I think I knew it last time. Say it again.
In the Sweeney fictional character, George Carter's wife is mistakenly murdered by who? Hey, stop it.
Do they want the actor's name?
No.
Jack Regan.
No, it's not a name of a person. It's like what do you call this? An adjective.
Oh, a car. A gun.
No. There are 3 choices. Do you want me to?
Who gives us 3 choices then? God, she says there's 3 choices now.
A. Diamond smugglers.
All right.
B. Football hooligans. C. A professional assassin.
A professional assassin.
Wrong.
Diamond smugglers. LaPlace of Finger, hello all mate, how you doing? John Mesters, my mum used to watch it. Then go Phillips. Who was the actors in The Professionals? They were Martin Shaw and Lewis Collins. And I can't remember who played Cowley. But yeah. Andrew G, crackers. Right, I think people are getting bored with this because they're giving silly answers. We'll do one more question for a prize, and the prize will be Ellen's going to sing a song if you get this right. Baladia.
Last question.
And I'm going to let the dog out while she's doing that.
What was the name of the popular talent show which ran throughout the 70s and featured a clap-o-meter to record the audience reaction to each act?
What was the question?
What was the name of the popular talent show which ran throughout the 70s and featured a clap-o-meter to record the audience reaction to each act?
Oh God. Oh God. I know this. Opportunity Knocks. John Messers, I'll set up the karaoke then. The Plaster Finger, as everyone else said, love the day in the life thing. Thank you very much, mate. I'm glad you did. Don't know how many more. I've got one more I've done, but I think I'll leave that for a week. I might do some other stuff. I'm going to interview Big John this week, and we are gonna do that thing. You know, saying like reinventing the Beach Bums, and John has agreed to be one of the panels. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of John. Lester Bang says Opportunity Knocks. I'm with you, Lester. John Messer says New Faces. No, not New Faces. The Plaza Finger says, I also use liver, but chicken for the animals. I use liver for yourself. Andrew G, don't know if I was in Indonesia in the 70s. Hey, James, Opportunity Knocks. How old are you, hey, James? Right. Are we done? Okay, that's the end of that then. If you enjoyed it, we'll do it again next week. Right. Or if you really want to keep going, I can just read the questions out. So, what you have deliver yourself, dear Billy? I cheated with that Opportunity Knocks because when she asked me that, she's asked me that question when she first got the box, and my first answer was Generation Game for some reason, and I thought afterwards, no, it's not. It's Opportunity Knocks. Joe Bucks, the person will not name smelt like hot dog water. Very glad to hear that. I don't doubt it for a second, mate. I don't doubt it for a second. Yeah. Now it's definitely an interesting story. You find a ladyboy there, mate, and I'll definitely make a story on that. I'm vlogging in a Trilby. Hello, mate. Welcome to the chat. Would you ever risk? Was that a game show? Was it? Never heard of that. It's on time. Yay, I won. Plastered Finger. Opportunity Knocks with Huey Green. Paul Yatt's dad. Yeah, I remember Opportunity Knocks. Do you remember Mr. and Mrs.? I don't know why I thought of that for sort of name. What was the name of the guy who presented Mr. and Mrs.? I know Ted Rogers did Dusty Bin. That was about the same time, wasn't it? 3, 2, 1. It's amazing how many Brits we've got in the live streams these days. It used to be quite a mix. I've scared all the colonials off. It's only John who's Dutch and I think Sean who's American that is in the chat these days. Vlogging in a Trilby. Would you ever ask your child's safety by allowing a toddler in the front passenger seat without a restraint? No, I don't. No, I wouldn't. But I don't have a child. It's an unusual question. Lester Bangs, Nicholas Parsons. Did Nicholas Parsons do Mr. and Mrs.? I don't think he was the first one. There was someone before him, wasn't there? I remember Nicholas Parsons, but I'm sure there was someone before him. Ant7281, what happened to Eddie Booth? Eddie Booth. The name rings a bell, but I do not know who he is. It's on time. I'm Irish. The BBC is an omnipresent and much loved part of my childhood. Well, my parents are Irish. RTL was an ornament and much loved part of my childhood, mate. Lester Bangs, South East London here. I thought you were Leicester. Vlogging in a Trilby, sales of the century. Ant7281, love thy neighbour. God, I remember that. Was never really much of a fan of that. Couldn't show that these days. I used to love In Sickness and in Health. That was brilliant. Warren Mitchell, even though he was a Tottenham fan, all is forgiven. The plaster finger, no, sorry, I feed the animals chicken livers. I tend to eat pig's liver, but I love devil kidney, but I can't find it anywhere. What? We won't get devil kidney over here, but you should be able to get the kidney, surely. I mix it up, mate. It's like I tend to give them like a kilo of pig's liver. Then I'll mix her up. I'll give her some whiskers for a couple of days, and I go into a kilo of chicken's liver. Logging in a Trilby. Nicholas Parsons hosted Sale of the Century. Yeah, he did. But I think he might have done Mr. and Mrs. as well after the other one either died or stopped doing it. But I know he wasn't the original one. Vlogging in a Trilby. Jim Bowen hosted Bullseye. Yeah, he did. I think that's all he ever hosted, wasn't it? Dengo Philippines. Do you remember Bread on TV? I do, the Boswells. Yes, of course I do, yeah. Yeah, I used to like that. Andrew G, my parents are Scottish. Wouldn't let me watch much British TV growing up. They wouldn't let you watch British TV? So you didn't have any TV. Why would they not let you watch British TV? I can understand them not letting you watch English TV, but why if they're Scottish, would they not watch British TV? Lester Bangs, Frank Boff hosted Grandstand. He did, and Dickie Davis hosted World of Sport. Whatever happened to Dickie Davis? Did you ever see that clip on It'll Be All Right on a Night? Who used to host that? Was it, what was the name of the guy? Dennis Norden? Well, he did that one with Zola Budd was running, and he said she was a fantastic South African cocksucker. He said, excuse me, I mean cup winner. Yeah, Frank Boff. What happened to Frank Boff? Quite a lot. I watched a YouTube thing on him the other day, how he fell from grace with his Charlie and his prostitutes. It's on time. Terry Wogan was great too. Yeah, Wogan was a yeah, he was brilliant. Andrew G grew up in Asia. Wow, and if they wouldn't let you watch British TV, what language were you watching? I mean, was it Malaysia? Did you say Malaysia or Indonesia? It was Malaysia, wasn't it, you grew up in? So do you speak Malaysian? James Dunn. Welcome, James. Shaw Taylor. Keep them peeled. God, was it Police 5? Yeah. Lester Bangs, naughty old Frank. He was a very naughty boy, wasn't he? That had passed me by that he got in all that shit. So did the guy off the 9 o'clock news. What was his name? Angus Deaton. Yeah, but I saw this YouTube video about a couple of weeks ago. It was about Frank Boss fall from grace. And I watched it. I'd forgotten about the crap he got himself into because he was everywhere, wasn't he? But mind you, having said that, Terry Wogan was. Remember him? My God, he was. You couldn't get away from Wogan, could you? And I didn't want to. I liked him. I thought he was good. My grandma used to love him. But he'd do Eurovision. Wogan was on like virtually every night of the week. He was huge, wasn't he? Jack Star. I'm glad you're here, Jack. I thought you'd done one of your disappearing tricks. It was Derek Beattie and Alan Taylor who hosted Mr. and Mrs. Alternate Weekly. That's it, Derek Beattie. Well done, Jack. Derek Beattie. Did they do that alternate weeks? I did not know that. Can't picture Alan Taylor, but yeah, Derek Beattie. I can picture him now. Wow. Andrew G. Then moved to Australia. Yes, speak Bahasa in Javanese. I've heard of Javanese. Am I saying that right? Bahasa. Wow. You're a man of many talents, Andrew. You're not just a lifesaver. You're a linguist. That's very impressive, mate. Lester Bangs. Whatever happened to Selena Scott, the fittest newsreader we ever had? I wouldn't say she's the fittest newsreader we ever had. She was an attractive woman. I don't know what happened to her. What did happen to Selena Scott? A lot of the old the newsreaders seem to disappear, don't they? The females. I think they marry very wealthy men and they have kids and things. But a lot more of them seem to disappear than the guys do. Jay Roden. Thumbs up, Jay. It's another trip down memory lane, isn't it? Alan Taylor. I'm going to have to Google that. There's a lot of Alan Taylors, aren't there? I can't picture him. I can picture Derek Beattie. That's a long time ago, and that must be early 70s. Early 70s. Billy says, what was the Yes No show called? I don't remember that. Was that British? Yes No show. The Yes No show. Someone in the comments will have to help with that, Bill. I don't know. That doesn't ring a bell at all. Remember Blankety Blank? Les Dawson. So like that. And what was the other one where the one that Leslie Grantham used to host? Not The Price is Right. No, he did The Price is Right, didn't he? What was the one where they come out and our survey said, and it comes up on the screen? What was that one called? God, I'm losing the plot. You know, they want to get up and say, pick a, I don't know, a dish at Christmas. And you had to come up with the most popular answer. And then they'd say, our survey says, and you go, what was that one, for God's sake? I'm letting the dog back in now. Come on in. I'll look after you later, mate. I will bring you something to eat later on, little fella, but I'm doing stuff at the moment. I'm hosting a quiz. So I have to neglect you for a little while. I am sorry. But later on, honestly, I will return. No, not you. Stop it, Case. Case, stop it. Case, stop it. I can't shout, but I've got the microphone on. No, Andrew G, not Family Feud. It wasn't called Family Feud. God, you can see the dog and the cat in the background. Leave her alone. Leave my little baby alone. You come up here. Daddy will protect you. Yeah. Naughty boy. Family Fortunes. Family Fortunes. That was it. Not Family Feud. Family Fortunes. Mind you, I think they might have called that Family Feud in America. I can't believe that Sean has said that the sick one smelled like. I'm going to message you later, Sean. I want to hear more about him. Lynn, P2F6. I'm just going to call you Lynn. Take your pick. Had the yes/no quickfire questions. Welcome, Lynn. I don't think you've been here before. Take your pick. That does not ring a bell. Take your pick does not ring a bell. James Dunn, 321. Ted Rogers. Yeah, you could win Dusty Bin. That's it. Andrew G, in Australia and America. You're right. Okay. So it was Family Fortunes over there. Jack Star, 3226. As for your comment on the woke climate bollocks, it was reported temperatures in Cheltenham. 1979 of 39.96. Sorry, pal. Yeah, but they're talking about 40. They're talking there's going to be a 40 coming up this week. A 40, mate, which is a lot hotter than a 35.96. I don't view it as woke, mate. When it comes to climate change, I'm not going to upset anyone here. It's like when it comes to climate change and things, or someone was telling me the other day they didn't accept this or whatever. I look at it this way. I don't know what I'm talking about. But if over 90, I think it's 99, over 99% of the professors in the world who studied it and spent their whole lives studying it, and they believe it, and they know what they're talking about, then I'm inclined to believe them. I'm certainly inclined to believe them over someone who's read a Facebook article or something that says it's not a thing. But each to their own. Because a mate of mine out the other day said that he's sitting there. It wasn't climate change, so like he'd been doing some research over the weekend and he decided it was bollocks. And I'm like, all right. So you spent a weekend doing a bit of research on Facebook, and a lot of these people have spent 9 years at university studying it, and you think you know more than them. All right. It's on time. It sounds like the top, middle, or bottom, but that's Barrymore in the 1990s. No, that's blank. That's Play Your Cards Right. Well, I think we're getting very confused here. Well, I'm getting very confused what we're talking about. The Plaster Finger, thank you, Lynn. Take your pick. Andrew G, 40 is a standard Tuesday here. Yeah, I can believe it. The Plaster Finger, the thing is, Jack, they were odd days. Now it's weeks. Yeah. Lester Bangs, got to split later's all. Yeah. See you later, Lester. See you later, mate. The thing I find funny about climate change is I remember a while ago I see Trump saying about it, like they used to call it global warming, but now they call it climate change because they can't decide, what it is. And I'm like, mate, are you serious? The reason they call it climate change is the Earth is getting hotter, And because the Earth gets hotter and it affects the weather, some places it will get colder, other places will get hotter. But of course, the people who don't believe in it will then jump on that and say, how can it be climate change when it's snowing here? That's the only reason they changed it to climate change. They were looking for an expression that everyone could understand because they couldn't grasp the concept of global warming. And of course, he was so stupid that he decided that they didn't know what they were doing because they kept changing the name. There you go. Anyway, be lucky, Lester. Jack Star, yeah, I hear you, pal. I wasn't having a dig at you, Jack. I'm just saying that's the way I look at it. It's it's on the time. He just deleted his message. Andrew G, does the generator work, mate? Have you tried it yet? No, Jack, can you believe we got the generator, mate? Can you believe it? Can you Adam and Eve it? No, we've not tried it yet. I'm not going to touch the thing. I went to the quiz on Monday. I've got an American mate who was a generator engineer for like 30 years or whatever. And I want him to have a look at it first because we've got no instruction manual or anything with it. And I know there are a couple of bits leaving, but he's going to pop round. He gets back Thursday. He's going to come around one day. And as soon as I said that, I got a very good English mate who's got a generator and that. So what I'm basically doing, I've got some friends who are going to come around and I want someone to look at it first before I switch it on. Because he's not. I don't think he's got any oil or petrol or anything in it at the moment. So I know you pull the thing, but God knows what needs to be in it. I want to be shown what to do. Andrew G, does the generator work, mate, or have you tried it yet? It's on time. Hot season and hot and wet season. I'm trying to catch up now. Joe Sean, how's the Yankee neighbour getting on? I think he's getting on all right. Don't really see much of him. Well, I see him about a bit. Jim, hi everybody. Hello, Jim. How you doing? How you doing, mate? Jack Star, Simon. Jack. I'm confused now, Jack. You deleted your last. No, I'm very confused. Jack Star, he said Simon. I hear you, pal. Simon. Andrew G, good idea. What? Getting someone to look at it first? Yeah, I think it will work. I've had a few horror stories, but apparently they're very simple. I just don't know what to put in them. Where have you been, Jim? Have you been out swimming in the sea? What have you been doing, mate? You missed the quiz, Jim. We did a 70s trivia questions. I'll tell you what, in honour of Jim, if it's all right with you chaps, I'm going to ask one more question. I think you'll all get this. This is for you, Jim. What is the name of the fictional seaside town where Dad's army is based? Jack Star, the trouble is with weather, man is trying to act as God and manipulate the weather to suit their needs, hence floods in Dubai, etc. I didn't know there were floods in Dubai, mate. I mean, are they recent floods? Jim, all good here, Simon. Been very busy. Lynn says Warmington. Anyone else? I think you'll all get that. But Lynn is right. Well, she's not actually. Very, very close though. Can anyone get the exact name? It's under time. I agree with you, Jack Star. It's a load of bollocks. They predicted a new ice age in the 70s. Drill, baby, drill. Jim got Warmington. No, tell you what, it's, believe it or not, it's Walmington with an L on C. But yes, I always thought it was Warmington. It's Walmington. There we go. Oh, I can't resist. One last one. I love these. Name the... No, that's no good. That's an American question. Name the two leading actors in Bless This House. So they want the actors, not the characters. Who were the two leading actors in Bless This House? Blackstar, open up the North Sea, worth 38 billion in revenue. We wouldn't be paying 1.76 per litre of fuel. Is that what you're paying? 1.76 a litre of fuel? That's more than we're paying here. Last time I went, it was 78. So we're paying just under £1. I think you might still be paying that much, Jack, because a massive percentage of that is tax, isn't it? I'm sure they wouldn't drop the tax just because the fuel was cheaper. It's on time. Energy self-sufficiency is key. Yeah, well, it is, and we are an island and a very windy one, so that shouldn't be difficult, should it? Lynn says Diana Copeland and Sid James. Yes, well done, Lynn. John Mesters, Sid James, forgot the woman. Yeah, Sid James. Yeah, Jim Pendergrass, Sid James. Hi, Sydney James. Yeah, I love Sid James. I did not know until a few years back he was from Zimbabwe. I never noticed South African accent, but well, the Zimbabwean accent. But yeah, AJ James, Diana Kaplan. Jackstar, highest in Europe for gas and electric and taxes. It's not sustainable. You're right. It is not sustainable. Sustainables are coming. The wind, they're sustainables. Anyway, there'll be a new Prime Minister soon. He'll sort it all out. I don't know who Diana Copland is. Well, what should we talk about now? I can't think of anything to talk about. I'll have to ask another question. Oh, here you go. Can you name the two lead actors in the action series The Persuaders that played the characters Danny Wilde and Brett Sinclair? Jackstar, 58 pence per litre is road tax and 34 pence per litre is VAT. Yeah, I know it's an extraordinary amount. I remember we had those fuel strikes, fuel protests. What have I done? Look at that. This is how tough I am. I cut myself. I didn't even know it. This is the kind of stuff that Ellen panics over. Ellen. Yeah. I've cut myself.
Ow. How did you do that?
I don't know. I'm sick. Can you get me tissue, please?
How?
Or a wet wipe. I've no idea how I did it. I just started bleeding. Yeah, they were saying back in the fuel strike days that if everyone stopped driving cars, like, you know, as a proper protest, it would bring the government down. Couldn't survive without the revenue. John Messers, when are you bringing Ellen round over for the laundry? When do you want to go and do the laundry, sweetie? Thank you. The Plaster Finger, I used to play Trivial Pursuit with mates, but we found the game called Shot in the Dark. If you threw a 6 to land on a square, we could pick the questions from that. Oh, no, I've got to read that again. I used to play Trivial Pursuit with mates, but we found a game called A Shot in the Dark. If you threw a 6 to land on a square, we could pick one of the questions from that. I'm very confused. I don't understand that. Bengan Phillips, Carry On Camping. I used to love the Carry On films. Andrew G, medic. Yeah, I will elevate the wound to stop the bleeding. I don't know how I've done that. That's very strange. It's on time. New game. Have a shot every time there's a corner given in the England game. Tell me about it later. AJ James, Tony Curtis and Roger Moore. Yes, it was Tony Curtis and Roger Moore. And who sang the theme song? That's not the question. I say Tony Christie. In the avenues and alleyways. I love that song. They only did one season of The Persuaders. I do not know why. Joe Blacks, political hogwash. Sorry. What's political hogwash? John Mesters, had to be that sharp mind of yours that cut you. Yeah, it must be, mate. I'm razor sharp wit. My razor sharp wit, John. The plastered finger. I know you're trying to help, Jim, but I'm sorry, I haven't got a clue. What? I'm getting very confused by this. Well, there we go. Right, what are people's plans for the weekends? This week, what is everyone doing? Anything exciting? Anyone got anything planned? I think we've upset Sean with political hogwash. They were talking about the UK, mate. I know you're trying to help, Jim, but I'm sorry, I haven't a clue. I don't know. I'm lost. I don't know why Sean's upset about political hogwash. Jack Star, what's the update on the undesirables that have been flooding the Duma Peace Corps? Oh God, mate, it's not Jack. I've been falling out with friends this last week. I'm not going to elaborate on that, but yeah, no, I've not seen any since that video. But I've not been going out so much, to be honest with you. I've stopped going to certain places. John Misters, Kingswick, of course. Jim Pendergast, nice and cool here compared to UK. Yeah, UK heat wave. Is it cool where you are? How did you get hit by that cyclone? I saw that was coming into. It was hitting Luzon, wasn't it? I'm going to touch wood here now. We've been very lucky with the cyclones, and they all seem to hit Luzon. I've not been hit with anything really while we're by here. We've had a couple of minor earthquakes, but that's it. Storm-wise, been very lucky. Joe says, what's Zamboanga like? No idea. I've never asked it. Never been, mate. Never been. Although John will tell you, he's been up there. I think it's quite nice in terms of beaches and things, but I don't think there's anything much up there. We were talking about it the other day because someone had put a thing on Facebook saying that there was an apartment for rent in Zamboanga, and it was close to the nightlife and good restaurants. And the immediate reaction was, "What nightlife? There's no nightlife in Zamboanga." But it's like an hour drive from here, so there's not much to go and visit from what I understand. Nice place to live, I guess, if you want to be by the beach and you're not worried about entertainment or socialising. I think it's pretty dead up there. It's in on time. I like Jimmy's cool. Jim Pentecost, I haven't a clue about last question. It's on time. Jimmy's very cool. He's a very cool guy, Jim. Jim Pentecost, no, Northern Luzon. Oh, didn't you? You're in the south, aren't you? Well, I'm glad you didn't get hit. I saw that breakfast, Jim, you posted on Facebook the other day. It was lovely that you went there for Father's Day, but I must admit that breakfast didn't look that great. Was that nice? Was it? Didn't like exactly look like a flowing big breakfast, mate. Or were you just being healthy? Did you have like the smaller version, the smaller offering? Sean says, I'm surely overly sensitive being a Yank. John Mesters, Joe Bucks. Zamboanga is a small village about 40 minutes south of Dumaguete. I think you'd be doing well to get there in 40 minutes, John. It has a lot of resorts, and the port to go is Apo Island. Plaster Finger, now it started raining. We've rotivated the field and might plant next week. Ellen's been planting this, mate. What are you going to plant? Rice? Ellen's been planting basil today or yesterday. She's got them out in those little trays. She's been very productive. Andrew G, had to take care of some feral camels this week. They're running amok. How are you going to take care of the feral camels? Don't tell me you're going to go and shoot them. You know I'm an animal lover. The plastered finger. Now, Roscoe Brandt, this weekend is Cars and Coffee. Welcome, Roscoe Brandt. What does Cars and Coffee mean? The plastered finger. Jim. Oh, now I get it. Right. Okay. So this is what we're doing this week. Now I get it. So I asked a question. I forgot I'd asked it. So Billy is going to renovate, is going to plant some rice, I'm guessing. Andrew G is going to take care of some feral camels. Roscoe Brandt this weekend is Cars and Coffee. Elaborate on Cars and Coffee. Plastered finger. Jim, whereabouts in Alaminos? Jim, no, it was Nora's breakfast for me. Oh my God, I take it back, mate. It looked like a wonderful breakfast. I do apologise. I thought because that's embarrassing. Tell Nora it looked fantastic. No, I thought when you'd posted it, it was on the background of one of the resorts. I thought you'd gone out for a meal. Oh no, that looked lovely, lovely. God, please don't tell her. No, I just thought like, I feel so bad now. Ellen, dig me out of this hole. I've just dug myself right in it. Well, it's wonderful that Nora made you that breakfast, mate. I was just comparing it to Syra. I thought it was the resort you'd gone to. I'm sure you had a resort background on the post, because I looked at the resort afterwards. Jackstar, Jim is the dude. Jim, thanks, Jackstar. Jim, please accept my apology. Oh dear, I'm embarrassed now. Then I can't stop bleeding now. What the hell's happened to me? Jack, well, I've just set up a USA company, so hope to get my tax code to set up my bank account, etc. How easy is it to set up a US company, mate? Presumably you can't. Can you just go on company's house like you can in the UK, or is it a complicated thing to do? John Mesters, lots of diving there as well. There are a few decent places to spend your day, and their area, a few expats live in there. Not much to do there other than anything beach, swim, dive related. You don't have to go all the way to Zambagita to get the ferry to Apple Island, though, do you, John? I won't ask John what he's doing at the weekend because I know what he's doing at the weekend. A bit like me, it would be very easy to assassinate us because we're creatures of habit. What are you doing for the weekend, Jack, after you've answered that question on the tax code? Jim Pendergrass, the beach in front of our house for Father's Day. You haven't accepted my apology yet, Jim? Please do. Malatapai is technically in the barangay of Zamboanguita. It's on time. I bleed like a stuck pig, mate. Too much aspirin. Well, I haven't had much aspirin, but the heat makes a difference. You certainly bleed a lot more when it's hot. What are the predictions for the next England game? I didn't bother watching today's game when I thought it was a 0-0. Was it as bad as I know you mentioned it earlier on, but it really was terrible, was it? I didn't see the first game. I got the days mixed up, but apparently we played fantastically the first game. I mean, I'm ever the optimist. I never expect England to win, but I am taking the view that every competition, the winning teams always have a bad game. So maybe that was our bad game. I wonder why Roscoe retracted his message. Sean says, selling things at the flea market to begin the retirement planning. Do you have a different name in the UK for a flea market or a swap meet? Car boot sale, I think would be, that's what we would call it, wouldn't it? Car boot sales, we call them. Well, they're quite a modern thing, car boot sales. What was the name before that, I wonder? Jackstar, yeah, went through an agent just as easy as UK, mate, by the way. I've sent tax code for myself, but it's not difficult. So you just like, address, company name, whether you want that and all the rest of it, So, mate, it used to be amazingly easy to set up companies, didn't it? But do you not? So you don't have to be an American citizen to open one either. Or you don't have to have someone do it in their name. Jim Pentecost, Plaza Finger, we are as far south on Luzon as you can get. Jackstar, yeah, Joe, they're called car boot sales. Houston up north and hundreds of cars. Yeah, I don't know what they used to be before. What were they before car boot sales? Because, I mean, they became massive, but I don't really remember car boot sales growing up as a kid. They kind of like evolved. I know there's a massive one, North Weald, which I've been to a few times. It's end of time. Just opened my first commercial here in PH. Very proud just to share. Open your first commercial, what, mate? Plastered Finger, name before car boot, maybe Jumble Sale. That's it, yeah, Jumble Sales. They were called Jumble Sales, weren't they? Jumble Sales. Jumble Sales. How had I forgotten that? Jumble Sales. What do they call raffle tickets in the States? Are they called raffle tickets over there, Sean? I've not bought a raffle ticket in years, but they used to be the thing as well, didn't they? You always get raffle tickets for like around Christmas and things for charities. I think they do raffle tickets in the Philippines. Oh, they are called raffle tickets. There you go. Same thing. They used to be a massive thing, didn't they? Everywhere you go, every Saturday somewhere there'd be a raffle here, raffle there. There'd always be people doing raffles for charity and that. They seem to have died a death over the past few years. Go back. I like Rumble Sale. Yeah, I don't know why they were called Jumble Sales and not Rumble Sales, but it was Jumble, wasn't it? But Jumble Sales, they used to be a private thing, didn't they? I mean, people would. Did they have? No, they did. I mean, the old church halls that have. Yeah, it used to be like you go to church halls and things, on a Sunday, and it'd all be inside the hall, like out on stands. Jumble Sales. I suppose not many people had cars back in the day. Those car boot sales, I mean, they're something else, aren't they? When you get a lot of professional. Last time I went to a car boot sale, I mean, most of them were selling like dodgy DVDs and all sorts of fakes and copies and things. There weren't that many people actually selling, their castaways. I don't think I've ever actually bought anything at a car boot sale. Have I? I've not been to many. Jackstar, no, I've gone for Wyoming one as your name isn't published. I'm going to put all the companies under the name ROX 33, which will be USA based. Depends on tax structure I implement. ROX 33. There you go. Why have you chosen ROX 33? It's under time. 2 warehouses, just on an island, nothing too big, but LLC set up. BIR regulated, great learning process, gave me purpose through construction and regulation process, renting them out. Wow, nice one. Are you renting them out as one space, like, to like one warehouse to like one sole client, or why are you renting out individual spaces to multiples? It's amazing you've done that, mate. Roscoe Brand, Cars and Coffee is a meetup of a bunch of car guys that get together to look, talk, and cool cars and drink coffee. People bring out everything from prettied up Hondas to Ferraris and hot rods. Where are you doing that, mate? Is that in the Philippines or where are you in the world? A plastered finger. I bought an aircon unit last month and we were entered into a raffle for a condo. Really? Yeah, was it? I tell you what, it's lotteries. That's what I'm saying. They call them lotteries now, don't they? Not raffle tickets. Was it actually a raffle or was it a lottery? Because yeah, you still see lotteries. I've seen that a few times. You buy this, you go into the lottery. But maybe they've never called it a raffle over here. Or maybe they called it a raffle where you went. But lottery seems to be the word. The plaster finger, I bought Jim Pendergast. Lot quieter now. 2 members of the family returned to England and Riyadh. What are the members of family doing in Riyadh? Is that nursing? I like Riyadh. Joe, where is the cars and coffee? Rick, best place to set up LLC is Delaware. Well, you may well be right. You may well be right, Jack. I've got no idea. I did have a business that did a lot of work in it when I was in Vegas, but we were registered in the UK. Rick MB, Delaware is a tax haven. It's on time. Thanks, Jackstar. I can't stop bleeding. This is bloody ridiculous. Well, there we go. Have another question while we're debating that. In Monty Python's Flying Circus, Arthur Pewty, the socially inept and recurring character, is played by whom? Who played Arthur Pewty in Monty Python's Flying Circus? Rick MB, have you get with Regular since he's been back in Duma? No, I haven't. I haven't seen him, mate. We're not friends. We're not friends. We're not enemies either. But no, we don't socialise. I met him once. We were in coffee a couple of times, but that was when I was interviewing him and he was here. I know he's around, but I've not seen him around. I did see him around a couple of months ago. He just said hello, but no, I'm not. We're not drinking buddies or anything like. We don't socialise. I think I must still have his phone number. Yeah, but no, I have not. Roscoe Brandt, I'm a little north of Boston. The Scottish Army left and the Brits are in town. Scottish Army? I'm confused. There isn't such a thing. And the Brits are in town. Jim, yes, both nurses. Janet is with us in London. What is, if you don't mind me asking, Jim, what is the pay differential between Saudi and London? In terms of, is the pay better one than the other? I mean, obviously, the living costs will be a hell of a lot higher in London than they will be in Saudi. I imagine she gets her accommodation taken care of. Andrew G, put Vaseline on it, mate. Don't think we've got any. I'll just heat up a knife afterwards and I'll solder it. If you believe that, you believe anything. I don't think we've got any Vaseline, mate. I'm sure it will stop soon. John Mester says Michael Palin. AJ James says Terry Jones. I will tell you now. It was Michael Palin. Well done, John. Rick MB, do you socialise with any other Doomer YouTubers? No, I don't, mate. I don't. No. Not because I've got anything against any of them. I just, I don't really watch YouTube these days. I used to socialise a bit with a guy called Brent Trippin who's got a channel, but I've not seen him in over a year. So no, I don't, mate. I mean, but there are a lot here. I think there's over 160 in Doomer now. I move in different circles. A lot of them, the YouTubers here, I think they're Americans of a certain age. I don't think any of them really drink. I don't think Paul drinks anymore. So they tend to like move the coffee shop circuits. Very easy. If you wanted to meet them, it's very easy. I mean, I know where they go. They go to the coffee shops in town. I mean, I know Old Dog always used to go to Tom Tom's around 10 o'clock in the morning, and I think he goes up to the, what's that place? Not the Red Tables, the Red something in Valencia. A lot of them meet in Ground Zero and that, but I'm not a coffee shop kind of guy, so our paths never really cross. I think I've bumped into Old Dog maybe twice in the last 2 years. Jim Maggotty's a lot bigger than people think, and a lot more spread out. Blasted Finger, Billy says, Jackstar, be very careful with the septics. Pixar got stitched up by Disney, and my company got stolen back in the 80s, as Trump says. If your contract wasn't with me, it doesn't count. AJ James, there are 4 Arthurs in Flying Circus. Yeah, but that was Arthur Pullet, wasn't it? I can't remember the name now. Adam Fente, hi guys, glad to catch the live Simon. Hello Adam, welcome on board mate. It's always nice when you can join us, brother. How are things in Da Nang? Jim, think Janet gets better pay and good pension when she retires. I'm just gonna have to scroll back up and see which one Janet was. Was that London or was that I've got a terrible memory. Janet gets a better deal in London. Well, I'm glad to hear that, because obviously she's going to have much higher living costs. But then again, I bet the Saudi pays not tax, is it? Ross Brandt says, World Cup, Boston is one of the host cities. The Scots drank the bars in Boston. Now I get you, in Boston, dry the first weekend here. Okay, when you talk about armies, I thought you were talking, we don't have any military bases in Boston, do we? Now it makes sense. I do apologise for my ignorance. I should have picked up on that. Billy says, hi, Adam. Adam Fenty says, plastered finger. Jim says, hi, Adam. Jackstar says, oh, I do try to protect myself. I've had many ruthless business transactions that cost me a lot of money. You do learn very quickly. I'm kind of do a smash and grab. Join 3 companies, then franchise. Adam Fente, Jim Jackstar. Jackstar, Adam in the house. All right, me dudes. I might have a fiddle with his 60-second delay. It says 60-second delay recommended, but it screws things up. It's hard to Jim Pendergast. No, Janet lives with us, so no rent. No, I get that. I know she does, mate. What I mean is, it would be a bit sickening if nurses who work for the NHS and have to live in London and have all those living costs weren't earning as much as nurses. I know Janet's like different. She's lucky she's got you know, your family and all that, but I'm saying it would be disappointing if NHS nurses got paid less, working in London, less than nurses in Saudi. As I say, I'm sure the Saudi ones, there's no tax and their living costs and that provided for them. So even though she might earn slightly less, she's probably on a better number. Right, well, I've been on an hour and a half now. I will stop shortly. Well, I'm having a lot of fun. It's just I don't know what to do when. Oh no, they have got some chat here. There you go. I thought it had stopped. I never know what to do when the chat stops. John Misters. So, what are the hosts' weekend plans? Well, I don't really have any, mate. Don't think we're going to be joining you on Saturday, mate, at the Kingswick, because Ellen's got it in her mind. I think I'm going to be taking. Ellen wants to go to Ramen. It's either Ramen or Adama. Wait a minute, it was Ramen last night. See, this is the trouble with her. She was last night, so I want you to take me to Ramen on Saturday. I said, are you sure you don't want a steak? And she said, no, I want to go to Ramen. So I said, well, I thought you wanted to go to Adama. She said, no, I want to go to Ramen. Now, all of a sudden, she wants to go to Adama. So we'll probably see you at the Kingswick on Saturday, mate, because she changes like the wind. Illumin Love. Telling me to shut. What? Either. I don't know. Jack Star. So the new Beach Bums is called. Well, we haven't finalised it yet, but I'm thinking. There you go. Perfect time to test it. Test the audience. I'm thinking chewing the Philippines fat. Then there's going to be or chewing the fat Philippines, or chewing the chat in the Philippines, or chewing the Philippines fat. I don't know. Is that terrible? Ellen's saying it's terrible. But you don't know what chewing the fat means. Roscoe Brand, it's great seeing all the World Cup fans having a great time. Most Americans didn't know it was happening until the fans showed up. Yeah, it's not big in America, is it? Are they having a great time? Good, I hope they're having a great time. I've never been to Boston. Andrew G, is Vietnam treating you right, Adam? Billy says, just realised I haven't smashed a like. Do it, guys. Thank you, Billy. Better late than never, mate. Glad that you did it. I should start smashing a like. I keep kicking myself because I watch lots of channels, and it's often I enjoy something I forget to smash the like. But I know how much it means, so I should start. Note to self: always smash the like on videos when I'm watching other stuff. Jack Star, I'll give it to our American brothers. They know how to build state-of-the-art stadiums. Yeah, they've got some very impressive stadiums over there. Very impressive. Adam Fente, life in Da Nang is easy. People watching the World Cup, hot as balls during the day, but overall doing great. I hope we make it out of the groups. I think we will do, because I was looking forward to going out and having a few beers and watching it with people. But the general consensus amongst the Brits seems to be that they won't bother coming out until it's the group stages. So it'll be very disappointing if we don't make it out, because I'll have had no raucous early mornings. Jim Pendergast, love the Beach Bums. Good. Well, hopefully you'll love its reincarnation. Can't really call it beach. Well, I say Beach Bums. We could call it Beach Bums again, I suppose. But we won't be filming on a beach. The Plaster Finger, Simon, a woman who doesn't change her mind doesn't have one. Andrew G, Doom of Delinquents. I'm guessing no one liked chewing the Philippine fat. Adam Fente, I like the vlogs of recent, very positive and fun. I know negative stuff is more red meat for vlogs than the PH and gets views, but I like these vlogs the most. Well, you're one of the reasons we started doing them, Adam, because I know you like the old day in the lives. John Misters, Doomagetti Gossipers. Expat Meritas. The trouble is, people wouldn't know what Meritas meant in the Philippines, would they? I'm thinking my chewing the fat in the Philippines hasn't garnered any support, Ellen. So I might have to rethink that. I don't know. Jack Star, why don't you ask our gathering on names for Beach Bums? As I agree with Ellen, mate, it's shite. You think it's shite? Well, thanks for sugarcoating it, mate. Thanks for sugarcoating it. Back to the drawing board on that one. I'm guessing the rest were more polite than you, mate. They haven't answered this, but their silence has spoken volumes. Christ, I thought I was on to something then. I think it might be Beach Bums then. You know what? It's not like it can effectively. No one watches any these days anyway. I can't do me getty gossipers, mate. I don't think that works, John. I am sorry. I love you dearly, but I don't think that works. If we're all being honest. I'll make you a promise. I will have a name by the next live, and I will have a crew lined up. It might just be me and John for the first one. If you build it, they will come. Beach Bums Returns will be the first one. You've upset me, Jack. I'm leaving now. It's on time. Bamboo, brownouts, and Beach Bums. What was the one that Jack had? Bar fines. We could have bar fines and brownouts. That might work. Blasted finger, flapping the face in the Philippines. That could have legs, mate. That could have legs. Bar fines and brownouts. That's got potential, I think. Jack came up with that. But then I did like the Only Fools and Expats. Only Fools and Expats. Yeah, Only Fools and Expats. They were, yeah, you're right. Chewing the Philippine fat doesn't work. Chewing the fat in the Philippines doesn't work either. I do like Grumpy Old Men, but that's already been done. And I think Village Idiots has been done as well, isn't it? What about Three Wise Monkeys? Joe, $5. Are there bar fines in Duma? What kind of bar fines are you talking about? I don't even know what a bar fine is, mate. There are no bars of that nature in Dumageddon, mate, no. Sibilan. Well, there's no bar fines, but there are bars of that nature, but not in Dumageddon. Jack Star's laughing. I don't know what he's laughing at. Adam Fente, you are changing the channel name, rebrand? No, I'm not changing the channel, mate. We used to do a thing. I think you might have been there in the early days, mate. Called Beach Bums over in Sigil. We're gonna bring the Beach Bums back, but we're not gonna call it Beach Bums. That's what we're talking about. So it'll be once a week, maybe once every couple of weeks, a special segment. Oh, I think. Oh, will you calm down? Stop barking. Sounds like the neighbour is back. It's in time, like I said. Old wrinkly brownouts. John Messer says, Duma dummies. Andrew G's been retracted. I always get intrigued when someone retracts a message. Was it? Did we upset them and they said something offensive and they thought better of it? Was it a typo? You never know, do you? Right, well, it's been I've just occurred to me. I was about to sign off. Have you noticed, chaps? I am horizontal tonight. No one has picked up on that. I'm horizontal and I'm on my phone. I worked out how to do it. So that was good. Jim Pendergast, don't bring CG back. Yeah, I was about to say, well, I can't. He's dead, but he's not actually dead, is he? Wanker's done a runner somewhere. No, I won't be bringing him back. Jack Star, me personally, I like Only Fools and Expats. Really? Oh, we'll go with that then, Jack. You're a sponsor of the channel, mate. You're as a channel sponsor and as a number one crown, you get 2 votes. I like the bar fines bit. Only Fools and Expats. Trouble with the Only Fools and Expats is, though I do like it. I could do with it like dummy a thing up like with us wearing the Only Fools and Horses clothes as well. I don't know if Americans would know what Only Fools and Horses is. It's on time. I got to agree. That's a great name. Well, Only Fools and Expats it is then, guys. It is official. Thank you, Dengo Philippines, because that was Dengo's. I don't know if he's still there. Are you still there, Dengo? Duma Dambles and Dickheads was my laughing. Who put that? I never saw that. Where did that? Did I pass that? Did someone put that? Was that the message retract? I'm very confused now. So there we go. It's been a productive night. We're going to go with Only Fools and Expats. Duma Damsels and Dickheads was my laughing. Who suggested that then? Did someone suggest it and retract it, or was that your... We're not going with that. Because we don't have any damsels. What a... Blasted finger. That is a strange emoji. I don't know what that means. Adam Fente, Tito Time and Sunset Chasers. Yeah, Sunset Chasers seems a bit too romantic. I mean, I could stick with Beach Bums. It's just that I noticed before when Beach Bums, I had that like Google didn't say. I think they might have thought it was barflies. I was thinking of doing, but then it gives the impression we're all alcoholics, and John doesn't drink alcohol. So I mean, it's like that don't work. But no, I think we got. Look, I've got to get it off the road. To quote Shakespeare, "What's in a name? Would a rose by any other word smell less sweet?" Yeah, name doesn't really matter, does it? It's the content. So we're banging trouble on both counts. Right, I'm gonna end on that productive note. I think we made some progress there. Jackstar, yeah, I put it. You missed it. I don't think I did miss it. I don't think it came up on my screen. Because when you said that, I scrolled up. Yeah, I didn't miss it, mate. It did not appear on here. Google does some strange things, not Google, YouTube, in terms of censoring, because it often deletes comments, and people accuse me of deleting them, and I haven't deleted them. And sometimes it doesn't delete them; it just doesn't show. I'll tell you now, I have gone through the stream, up and down now 4 times. There is no Doom of Damsels and Dickheads on my, and there's no deletion either, or there's no message retracted. So I can only assume that YouTube has chosen not to show that because I never saw it. So, mate, you may have put it, but honestly, I did not miss it. Hepster finger, barflies and sand fees. Barflies and bar fines. That might work. Jim Pendergast, I think a good choice. Only fools and expats. Yeah. If the Americans don't get it, they don't get it. That's what we're going to go with. Only fools and expats. Or we might stick with the Beach Bums and see how it goes. Anyway, it's been emotional, fellas. Thank you so much, Jack, for the incredibly generous super chat. Thank you as well, Andrew. Thank you, everyone, for the great company. It has been emotional. Great way to spend a few hours. Well, it's not been a few hours. I mean, a great way for me. It's a good way for me to spend my evening because I enjoy it. I get to interact with people, but I don't have to leave the comfort of my own home, which is a plus for a very lazy man. But yeah, thanks everyone. I really enjoyed it. It is nice to have a good chat with good company. You make this possible. Andrew G says, cheers ears next time. Yeah. How many lives will you have saved by next week, mate? That was good work, Andrew. Good luck with your business transactions, Jack. And I do apologise again for the comment, which was ridiculous. I shouldn't have said that, Jim. Coconut Chronicles. Yeah, I hear you. Coconut Chronicles could be... I could have different names for different segments, couldn't I? Billy says, right, mate. Roscoe Brandt, have a great evening. Jack Star, no drama, buddy. Have a good one, pal. See you all, guys. Yeah, take it easy, Jack. Thanks again, mate. Blaster finger. Night all. Have a great time. Yeah, good night, everyone. I'm going. All that remains for me to say, John Mesters, see you. Talk to you later, mate. Be at the quiz tomorrow. Yeah, see you tomorrow night, mate. Adam Fenton, good night, guys. So, here come. I think you know what I'm going to say next. If you enjoyed it, smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed, it would be fantastic if you did. But whether you do, whether you don't, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, stay safe, be lucky. See you later, everyone. Thanks for joining. Ta-ta.